Do you see me in the mirror? Part 2. The moment I heard the breath coming from the mirror, I stepped back. My heart was pounding, but I tried to find a logical explanation. Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe it's just sleep deprivation. But deep down, I knew this wasn't something ordinary. That night, I decided not to look at the mirror. I covered it with a sheet, turned off the lights, and tried to sleep. But in the early hours of the morning, I woke up with the unshakable feeling that something was watching me. I opened my eyes in the darkness and saw that the sheet covering the mirror had fallen to the floor. It was lying in the middle of the room, as if someone had deliberately pulled it off. I didn't want to look at the mirror, but my eyes were drawn to it. And then, my reflection wasn't there. I jumped out of bed, turned on the light, and looked again. My reflection had returned, but something was different. Even though I stood completely still, I could see my reflection's fingers twitching slightly. At that moment, I knew I had to get rid of the mirror, but I didn't know what to do with it. In the end, I decided to go back to the antique shop where I bought it and ask about its history. The shop owner was an old man, and when I showed him the mirror, his face instantly turned pale. "You actually bought this mirror?" he whispered. I nodded. The man was silent for a moment and then began to explain. This mirror once belonged to a doctor, but he wasn't an ordinary doctor. People said he practiced magic. Instead of healing sick children, he used their illnesses for his own experiments. The mirror was in his examination room. One day, a little girl was brought in. She was very ill. Her family had tried everything, but found no cure. The doctor claimed he could heal her with a spell. But the spell went wrong. The girl's soul was trapped in the mirror before her body could heal. And from that day on, everyone who looked into the mirror saw her. I felt chills run down my spine. "So, what should I do?" I asked. The old man replied, "You can take it to a temple and have it blessed. Maybe then, the girl can finally find peace." At that moment, I made my decision. I would take the mirror out of the basement and bring it somewhere to be purified. Don't forget to subscribe for more.